go. Come on, something. Come on.
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
They came. They saw. They conquered. The XBL AAA's finest competitors have navigated the rigorous postseason and stand now above the rest. Two warriors with only the other in their path. The glory of a title for the victor at stake. A best-of-7 series to determine the champion. The Astronauts. The Yellowfin. It's the AAA World Series!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Cross-Platform Baseball League. My name is Weaver for Prez. Tonight, I'll be your play-by-play commentator for games 3 and 4 of the AAA World Series, and I am joined in the booth here by co-commissioner of the league, Dwayne. How you doing on this Thursday night, Dwayne?
Weaver, I'm doing fantastic. I was here last night with Floribel to witness games 1 and 2 of this epic AAA World Series matchup. There was so much excitement to be had. I'm sure there's more on the table for tonight, and I'm just great to be back. Good to be with you again in the booth.
And if you're just joining us in this series, it is WishboneRulz. He's the 2 seed. He's up 2-0 versus Philliesrock29, who is the 1 seed, the long ballo winner in season 10. But like I just said, it's Wishbone who has defeated that number 1 seed in the first 2 games, both pretty emphatically with a lot of power and quality pitching. Dwayne, he's got a chance tonight to if he wants to win this World Series tonight, he has that chance. It would be in a sweep, which I'm not sure we'll see that, but we could. What do you think we're going to see today? I mean, but the way those first two games went, it seems like all the momentum is on one side.
Absolutely. After games 1 and 2, you'd have to think all the momentum goes from Wishbone's side. His Astronauts looked great. He hit something like 10 home runs in the first 2 games. But what we're going to see tonight, I think, is going to be the most crucial. It will be game 3. Let's see how Phillies responds tonight in game 3. If he can come out and score runs, look a bit more like himself, like that number 1 seed that we saw, the long ballo winner, he will have a better chance of jumping right back into this series, I think, quicker than some people might expect. But if game 3 doesn't go well for him, it's going to be tough, and it's all going to be lying on game 4. So you definitely don't want to have a back against the wall scenario tonight if you're Phillies rock. But we will see. Wishbone looked really great last night. His pitching was really, really tight on top of all those bombs that he hit. That was a big key to the game, was staying consistent on the mound, and he was able to do that. Phillies broke apart a little bit when the bullpens came into play. So we'll see what the strategy is like for both players tonight. Should be very, very exciting going forward.
And game number 3 is just moments away, ladies and gentlemen. We will let them know that the players, that they are ready to cue, and we'll have the first pitch of game number 3 live from Apple Field in just a few moments. Here we are, folks. A beautiful evening in the Big Apple, the site of Game 3 of the AAA World Series. WishboneRulz looking for that insane 3-0 stranglehold. Philliesrock looking to battle back like we know he can. Jim Lovell will receive the first pitch of the game from Gloria Hurls, and it's in there. We're underway. Quickly 0-2, a fastball followed by a curveball. Now we'll see a changeup. It's low and in. Wishbone spoils it. Working quickly here is Philliesrock. He induces a weak grounder back to Hurls. That's how this one starts.
There's some more of that low velo starting rotation from Philliesrock in Gloria Hurls. We'll see how it works out for him. Wishbone seemed a bit off time in the beginning of game 1, especially yesterday. Ended up scoring late once he broke into the bullpen. So if Phillies can get length out of Hurls, he might be able to keep himself in this one right where he needs to be.
It's Alan Shepard now, who has been insane in these playoffs. 6 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's going to rip that one hard, but into the glove of the second baseman, and there's 2 down. So now Neil Armstrong, homerless on the postseason, which is a bit unthinkable in this lineup.
Yeah, all these players in the Knots lineup having so many homers in this postseason, at least 4 or 5 plus, some of them.
Wishbone chasing a little bit out of the zone on a good changeup from Phillies, and he has a very quiet and productive first inning. His turn to bat in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, big home game here for Phillies, too. We always alternate home games here in these long 7-game series in the XBL, so Phillies getting it in game 3. Let's see if he's able to jump out and really wake those bats up.
And Wishbone fired a low velocity bullet in game number 2, which brings Ed White, a high velocity player, to the table in game number 3. That one was hit hard by Phillies, but it's out number 1. That means Chris Hadfield is going to have to go in game number 4, who threw a gem in both of his appearances in the semifinals.
Yeah, Wishbone utilizing both high and low velo. It's all about location with him. He's able to stay tight tonight. He should have more success, but Phillies should be ready to jump on any mistakes.
Ahead 1-2 is White. Pitch to Patel, softly center field, and it's no problem for Grissom, so there's 2 down. We definitely saw a bit of a slow start in game number 1 for both players before the home runs started to trickle in. That was last night. 2-0 now to Crawford. Dangerous hitter. Goes after that changeup, possibly a hair below the zone, but Wishbone will take it. Both players trade easy 1-2-3 innings in the first.
Yeah, if you're a big power hitter that likes balls low in the zone, that's probably a pitch you're going to go after. I think Phillies just would wish he had it back, put a better swing on it to end that inning. But let's see if he can do some more quick work on the mound. He looked good in the first.
Wishbone jumps on a fastball that was placed up and in on the plate. He sends it the other way for the first hit of the ball game. Here comes Aldrin. Hurls now 15 pitches with this one. It's in there. Misplaced fastball. Wishbone hit it hard, but it could be 2. Running is Aldrin. Can he beat it out? He cannot. The game's first double play belongs to Philliesrock.
If you were here last night, I think you can definitely agree with me when I say one of the low-key themes of this one is Wishbone strokes one well in the left field. That one's going to get down for extra bases. He should have himself 2 here. It's a bit of a slow runner. Will slide in there, get in safe, but the double play has been a bit of a nuisance for both players in this entire series so far.
So after erasing his base runners with the double play, he puts one in scoring position for Ken Mattingly. He pops it up, shave well, should have no problem. Makes the catch. We'll throw 2. Wishbone, 2 hits in that inning. Nothing going. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Yucca Valley.
Yeah, very dangerous part of the order for Yucca Valley. Phillies just hasn't quite gotten it going with any of them in this World Series just yet.
Strike 1 to Mercy Strong, the cleanup hitter for Yucca Valley, has the low pitch trait. We'll see how Wishbone addresses that. Looked like a backdoor cutter there that Phillies takes all the way. So a 1-2 is a changeup. And he gets him to swing to expand that zone, and a soft ground out to Armstrong.
We've seen Phillies helping Wishbone a lot, expanding the zone in both of the games last night and now early tonight. It's definitely something he needs to cut back on. A lot of those weak contact outs are just making these innings quick.
Up by Armstrong, so another quick out. Yeah, longevity going to be key here. Granted, it's the Yellowfin bullpen that has been tagged around in this series as Phillies has his first hit, despite the fact that it's the Astronauts who sport the 2-bar bullpen, aka the league minimum allotment to the bullpen, and yet they've ran circles around the Yellowfin bullpen. Granted, just 2 games. We'll see how that transpires. Frigate behind 0-2. 257 batter in the playoffs, and it's in there, inside corner, triple-digit fastball. And despite the 2-out knock, Wishbone out of the inning.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with a pitch like that. That was absolute paint from WishboneRulz.
Wishbone likes his pitcher in the 8 spot, so Ed White to the plate. Soft liner, but it's onto the ground on a couple of hops to Crawford on the backhand for the first out of the inning. And Mojo is up on the pitcher. That could be huge.
Yeah, now Hurls is locked in, going up against Gus Grissom. Wishbone's done well about getting Grissom on a little bit here in this World Series. It's nice to restart your order. As you said, he's got the pitcher in the 8-hole, so he can try and get that speed on. But going up against the locked-in Hurls, this is where Wishbone had a little bit of difficulty with the low velo pitchers.
He's worked the count for 4 pitches so far, now 5, as that one appeared to have lagged on both ends. Brings the count full. Phillies looking for something soft away. Full count pitch, ripped into the glove of the leaping Frigate.
Wishbone hitting a few hardier early. Maybe it's just a matter of time before he keys in on Hurls' fastball, but Phillies has done a nice job of keeping it away from him as well, mixing up his pitches and keeping him on the edges of the plate.
Wishbone could earn himself a 2-out knock here, but Patel ranges into the gap. Took a great route, and we are through 2.5. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Yucca Valley. And in the 8-hole, it's Dismal who's hitting .455 in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's great for an 8-hole hitter, especially in the playoffs. Again, he hits one hard. Not going to get past John Glenn at first, though.
Oh, but it is dropped by Hurls. That'll send him back. Not Hurls. This is Hurls. That Ed White out there. That'll send him back to neutral mojo. Make it harder for him to get back to locked in. This is a nice bunt from Phillies Rock with the pitcher. Runner to scoring position. Unfortunate error there.
Yeah, tough error, but you got to play productive baseball if you're Phillies Rock. You have to jump on it and score this run, I think. You want to get yourself kick-started in this series, it's the type of thing you got to take advantage of.
It's quickly 0-2 on Justin Shavewell. Tough out trait activates. Not a lot of speed at second. That's another changeup. Fouled away. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Way inside. Couldn't have swung if he wanted to.
Oof.
Tried a similar but better pitch, and it's just an excellent take from Phillies Rock. Curveball is right down the pipe. He sat on it nicely, center field, and it is not able to be tracked down by Grissom. That is going to score the run. The defense for the Astronauts, a pain in this inning.
Yeah, that is tough for Wishbone. I don't know how the center fielder misses that ball, but it gets past him, and there's the error coming back to bite him a little bit. Now a runner on third base as well to deal with.
Just like that, he's tense out there, and just like that, it's 2-0. An RBI ground out for Yucca Valley. And we mentioned this, I believe, in the previous series with Wishbone, Finite and myself. There were certainly many times where Wishbone himself had to face some, quote-unquote SMB adversity that he wouldn't have liked to, but he did, and he typically pulled out in those situations. So we'll see how he adapts here on the biggest stage. Mercy Strong now after another hit from Phillies Rock. Looks like he's taking all the way, and he takes 2 forkballs. No, I'm sorry, curveballs. Bloops this one over the head of the third baseman. The hits keep coming for the Yucca Valley Yellowfin.
He snuck that one over the shortstop and the third baseman there. Nice piece of hitting from Phillies Rock just to fight off another strike. Now he's got a big hitter in Blunder Robinson.
And he goes up the middle. Wishbone, a little confusion. Doesn't have a play, so everyone will be safe. Not a lot of speed on the hitter, but just some indecisiveness on who to grab the ball with. So it's Cole Villarreal. Phillies taking all the way. Maybe sniffing some blood with the tense pitcher and the pitch count. Bases are loaded here in the third. Phillies with a chance to break this thing open. 3-1 is in there. And with a full count, runners do not go. And it's in there. Umpire does a big little dance there, as they do when it's a looking K with the bases loaded. Wishbone escapes the jam, but does give up 2.
He was frozen on that. You got to pull the trigger. That's a tough moment for Phillies Rock. Maybe we'll see if that comes back to bite him. It is only a 2-run ball game as it stands.
So now 2, 3, and 4 here in the top of the fourth for the Astronauts, looking to get at least one of those runs back. Defense crumbling a bit in the bottom of the third. And that's a beautiful strikeout on a changeup, 1 out.
He's doing some nice work on the mound as Phillies Rock. Seems like he's improved his game plan from games 1 and 2 a little bit.
Here's Neil Armstrong, who puts it back up the middle. A good piece of hitting from him is going to put a lot of speed at first with 1 down. Tying run to the plate.
Yeah, it's a good piece of hitting from Wishbone to get a runner on base. He's got that 5-bar speed. And it's not about how many you have, it's about how you use them a lot of the time, even though 5 is maxed out. Wishbone has them spread pretty well in his lineup as he gets the runner right into scoring position.
Swinging on the subsequent pitch is Wishbone. That's going to be a sacrifice ground out. So potential first run of the game for Lagrange, 90 feet away, and it's up to Buzz Aldrin to try and get him in. Pops it up, first pitch. Shavewell should have it. And once again, Phillies Rock escapes trouble.
He's worked himself out of a few tight little jams here. He's only given up the 3 hits. So far, so good. He's capitalized on the error. And this is a big game 3 for him. He has to jump out, maybe try and pad this lead.
Ed White tense now after the shenanigans in the 3rd inning. Orville Frigate. No home runs yet in these playoffs. 1-2 is a curve. He takes it wisely. 50th pitch of the game for Ed White. The changeup gets a weak grounder. Armstrong makes the play. That'll bring up Dismal. Robbed of a hit in his first at-bat on the right side of the infield. Takes strike 1. The count is even on that changeup. Sneezing out there is Ed White. He's good. And it's outside. Ripped by Phillies into the glove of the jumping Mattingly. He's been robbed a couple times as that hitter.
Yes, he has. And Mattingly was a big factor last night. He had 2 home runs while injured, I believe, in game 1. And making great defensive plays all around. Now doing the same in game 3. So tough for Dismal to run right into him here. He's been batting well in this playoffs.
Swinging on that hanging curve was the pitcher. And it will be caught by Lovell, so that ends the frame. A much-needed 0 for Wishbone after a bit of a shaky 3rd inning. We're into the top of the 5th. Game moving right along.
Yeah, it's definitely another tight one. Definitely resembling game 1. Last night in game 2, Wishbone jumped out early. Game 1, a bit more tight between these players.
We're definitely seeing more aggression from Wishbone here in game number 3. And on that pitch, he puts it up the middle for a nice leadoff hit. Ken Mattingly, game 1 hero. This time he takes on that first pitch. Now in a good count, 2-0. Curveball, hit hard. I think he just got under it. It's to the deepest part of the park, and Patel makes the catch. Wishbone thought about trying to tag to second, but thinks better.
I had a feeling when Phillies was going to let that one go, Wishbone would put a good swing on it. Just could not quite time it up perfectly and get it out over the fence there.
And the day is done for Ed White. To think what could have been had some of the mojo drops not happened, but it is Onizuka who is hitting 571 off the bench in these playoffs and is way ahead 3-0. Maybe if walked him on 4 pitches. That's exactly what Hurls did. So 2 on, 1 out for Gus Grissom.
More control issues perhaps popping out for Philliesrock. He's got a lot of accuracy on his starting pitcher, so got to tighten it up. He doesn't want to maybe, let Wishbone right back into tying this game.
Onizuka lifted for a pinch runner, so still not a lot of speed at second, but plenty at first. Should something hit the gap. Philly's falling behind again. This is the one hitter in the lineup who probably isn't going to take you yard. Has had his moments. Shallow center. Patel does have to come in with no problem for him. That's a big second out. Still fast ahead with Lovell.
Oh, with 4 home runs and 7 RBIs in the playoffs, this is a dangerous hitter. He's had a few clutch moments as well.
Falling behind again is Philliesrock. Goes with a fastball, this time very well located. Wishbone spoils it. 2-1, waved on. Looking to get out of another jam is Phillies. It's that same low change. This time Wish isn't so early that he completely whiffs. And now the count runs full. Runners could get a jump. Philly's going to gamble and go below the zone, and Wishbone takes it like a champ.
That's a huge take there from Wishbone. Stone cold. Now he's got the bases juiced for Alan Shepard. This is a massive 2-out situation in this game 3.
Yeah, the biggest situation of the game so far. How will it end for Alan Shepard in this at-bat? Again falling behind. Has Philly seen enough of Gloria Hurls? No. Looks like we'll at least try and finish the at-bat. Will it pay off? She's still locked in. Swinging on the change. Right field. Robinson slides and makes the catch. Saves 1, if not 2.
That's a huge play. Had to be made from Philliesrock. If that bounced off his glove, it could have been 2 runs, but able to secure it there for the 3rd out. Now he can move along and try and add to the 2-run lead he's been holding on to since the bottom of the 3rd inning.
So a long inning, the longest inning of the game for the Astronauts, results in absolutely nothing. And it'll be Titov out of the pen in relief of Ed White. Justin Shavewell, the top of the order for Yucca Valley. Clinging to a 2-0 lead. Soft grounder, right side. Mattingly makes that play. Now it's Patel. Has been probably the star of the playoffs for Yucca Valley in this postseason. 4 homers, 16 RBIs, hitting almost half of the time.
Has a cycle also under his belt, I believe early in the semifinals. It was game 1 or 2. He lit up the field. I think it was a 5-hit performance.
That one was a nasty play by the shortstop, Armstrong. There's 2 down. That'll bring up Crawford. Hard hit into the glove of Glenn. Takes it himself. And a 1-2-3 inning for Titov out of the pen. Wishbone trying to reclaim some of the momentum that he lost in the previous inning at the plate. It was the 6th inning in game number 1 when Wishbone scored his first run.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. It was a little bit late in the game when Wishbone really started to get things rolling. It was when the bullpen came into play, and it was Rowan Botham who was the man who came out. So we'll see now if Wishbone can respond to the high velo. It was all about exit velocity, really. The faster it comes in, the further it goes out once that came into play.
Yeah, and it's Rowan Botham whose first pitch was in there. Second was not. Armstrong battling here. Looking for that first postseason homer. The 3-1, a changeup. Not good enough to swing at. It's out of the zone, and a leadoff walk administered to Armstrong.
It's another good take from Wishbone. He's done well with 3 balls so far in this game to just take the necessary pitches, put the speed on the base paths.
Count is even after a changeup and a curveball. You're right. Lots of speed at first. We have seen him run in this series and in these playoffs. Has not done so here. Showing off a great eye in this at bat. There goes the runner. The 3-1 is a curve. It's a 99 throw, but he's in there. Picked his spot well, and you'll see another full count pitch. It's a curveball. It's hit hard. It's up the middle. Hit a bit too hard, perhaps, and they're going to have to freeze at the corners.
First and third, though, yeah, with all that speed, still can't really challenge there at the plate. But Buzz Aldrin with RBI, man, is the guy you want up.
Oh, but he swings first pitch, and it could be two. Villarreal, Crawford, strong throw to first. It is a double play, but the Astronauts are on the board.
Cuts the lead right in half, so it's tough to trade 2 runs for it, but I guess you'll take it if you're Wishbone right now.
And with his ability to tie it with one swing, it's certainly not the end of the world that he didn't put a more patient at bat forth in that situation. 2-1, put back up the middle. So he follows up the double play with a single. Keeps the train moving. Mojo up on a couple different players in this lineup. That'll bring Mattingly to the plate. Going back to the curveball as Phillies. Mattingly crushes it. Patel has to range. He goes back a few steps, makes the play. But it's a reasonably successful inning for the Astronauts nonetheless. It's 2-1 here in the 6th.
Needed the order again coming up for the Yellowfin. Let's see if Phillies is able to wake it up, get something going. He capitalized on a few mistakes from the Astronauts defense, really kind of out of Wishbone's control. So can he put himself on the board in this series, help himself out, and add some insurance? That's a big question.
He's going to face a 2-2 pitch from Titov, who has been excellent in these playoffs. A 0.51 whip. Full count pitch. It was a decently well-placed curveball, but an even better job of hitting from Phillies to put that up the middle for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nicely done. Just put it right where it was pitched, back up the middle. Now he's got a runner on the base path to start it off.
The subsequent pitch is blasted into right field. Lovell throwing to second. Phillies alertly takes third. I'm not sure if he would have been safe had the throw gone rocketing into third. It would have been close, I think.
Yeah, close with the speed on that runner. Now he's got himself in a good RBI situation.
And it's Villarreal, who struck out with the bases loaded in his previous at-bat. Runners on the corners. Has as good a chance as any to get that run back. He's going to get it here on the deep fly ball, right center field. Wishbone's got to make the play. Dives with Lovell and makes the catch.
Wow.
He saves an extra base hit. He does surrender a run, but that's huge.
Yeah, tough to give up a run there, but that was a huge, huge catch. He could have gave up way more, perhaps even another run if that got down for extra bases. So well done for Wishbone. Great route to the ball, making an amazing play.
Philly's starting to solve Titov a little bit. That's another hard hit single. So 2 on, double play still in order for Dismal. Center field, hard hit. Grissom. He does not make the play for the second time of the game. May have a play at second. He does. He salvages an out, but what in the world is going on with Gus Grissom?
Yeah, he's got to get under the ball out there. That was tough from Wishbone again to let the ball drop. It kind of resembles a tag up now in the situation. So something he can work with to get a third out, thankfully, but could have been way worse.
And Philly's going to leave in Rowan Botham to hit for himself. This is the reliever. Got knocked around a bit in the previous inning. Wishbone still respecting the hitter here. It's going to be a soft grounder over to Armstrong, who's locked in. Makes a very firm throw. But the Yellowfin do get the run back that they coughed up. 7th inning here. It's the final third of this ball game, game number 3 of the AAA World Series. The day will be done for Titov. Wishbone goes to that great bench. First pitch swinging, left side, strong diving throw and a strong throw. I'm sorry, diving catch and a strong throw gets the first out. Now Grissom. who has had an adventure out there in center field, looking to at least reach base once in this game. Right side softly hit Villarreal. No problem for him. 2 down.
Yeah, the bullpen for the Yellowfin really tightened up, at least so far, since the last few excursions, game 1 and 2. He was a little bit more sloppy, was Philliesrock, with the high velo pitchers. Now he's being a bit more mindful with his control and keeping the ball away from Wishbone where he can't really get around on it.
Falling way behind is Philliesrock. He's going to deliver a strike here. Wishbone swinging. He did hit a 3-0 homer last night, if I'm not mistaken. On 3-1, he hits the curveball hard and is not able to be caught by Frigate. So a 2-out knock.
That could be something started for Wishbone. You know how much power he has in the top of this order. Now we got Alan Shepard to deal with.
That's the day for Botham. It will be Omari Owens now to counter the lefty Shepard, or to try to at least. Swinging first pitch is Wish. Fortunately for him, he fouls it off. You can see Phillies testing the waters with what he can get Wishbone to swing at. The 2-1 down the middle. Wishbone puts it back right where it's pitched. Thought about going for 30, retreats. 2 on, 2 out.
Yeah, dangerous pitch there. Wishbone did well to just smack it right up the middle. Billy's kind of lucky, not much worse happened. Got to be careful with Owens now. Lefty-righty matchup.
And it's Neil Armstrong, who I keep mentioning has not hit a home run in these playoffs, but this would be the time. He is locked in. Big stats at the plate. And a great count. 3-1 change. Outside, and the bases are loaded. Another huge situation for Wishbone, but they all seem to be coming with 2 outs.
Yeah, bases juiced for John Glenn. He needs a big hit here. Wishbone had some stone-cold takes, though, at the plate. Another walk drawn.
There's Phillies getting back in the count. So now a 1-1 screwball does not fool Wish. Must deliver another strike. He cannot. Huge pitch here on 3-1. A changeup blasted by Wishbone, and he has the lead. A grand slam for Lagrange. What an inning!
Wow. All with 2 outs. What a build-up. And Phillies had to give him a strike there. He gave it to him. Wishbone crushed it.
Bats wake up once again late for Lagrange. It's a 2-run lead for them now. And now the game in the arms of the respective bullpens. Buzz Aldrin with the whiffer trait. He's at least going to make some contact and force Crawford to make a play. He does. But not before the Astronauts score 4 on the grand slam.
Huge moment there for Wishbone here in a crucial game 3. Philliesrock must respond now. This game is getting late. Bottom of the 7th inning.
Top of the order for the Yellowfin against Gagarin. First pitch swinging is Phillies, and it's no problem for Armstrong. 1 down. Now Patel, who has been silenced tonight. Strike 1. Gagarin has been immaculate in this postseason. Tried to fool him on that same changeup. This time Phillies taking it. Swinging through the fastball, though. A big 2-2 from Gagarin. It's that changeup, but this time Phillies, he puts it up the middle.
That's what you must do there with Patel. Fight it off with 2 strikes. Get something on it. Get it right up the middle. Now you have speed on the bags and very dangerous hitters in your order coming up to the plate.
And it's Crawford as the tying run. Can Phillies get to Gagarin? He has the count here in his favor. Strike 2. That activates whiffer. Looked like he mistimed. Unfortunately for him, that was not a strike. Otherwise, he's caught looking. That one crushed. Are we tied? It's back. It's gone. And the Yellowfin level the game. It's brand new.
There is the response that we finally needed to see from Philliesrock, able to jump out after giving up that big grand slam. Oppo Taco with Jack Crawford, and a big home run for Yucca Valley.
Tense is Gagarin, not a familiar sight. Wishbone going to have to work around it. He's got it strong at 0-2. Wow, 3 straight pitches in the zone, no swing offered. That's the response from Wishbone. Now in a brand new game here at the end of game 3. Phillies trying to bloop this one. It's foul. Blunder Robinson showing bunt. Pulls back. Ball 1. Swings on the changeup. Glenn is the one who makes the cutoff and dropped by Gagarin. That's the second time this game that the Astronauts pitchers have dropped while covering the bag. You just hate to see it.
Yeah, tough. He's already tense, so you have to think the fielding was a little bit low there. Let's see if Wishbone can recover. No, it's over the head of the shortstop, so Philliesrock going to get another hit here with 2 outs, and there's still some danger abound on the base paths.
Yeah, that brings up Frigate. The last time the Astronauts pitcher made that mistake, it resulted in a run scoring. Looks like he will get out of it here, though. And it is caught by the tense Buzz Aldrin, but not before an emphatic response from Philliesrock ties the game.
He's out hitting Wishbone here, too, as well. 11 hits to 9. We'll see if either team can build on it now. We're reaching the very, very late innings, top of the 8th. Locked in Harrison Schmidt.
Yeah, Harrison Schmidt way ahead of that changeup. He's going to see a fastball here in a similar spot, but a great take. The batter's eye of WishboneRulz seems to have improved immensely over the last couple of innings. And as I say that, he is in a great count, 3-1. And he doesn't offer another walk from this yellowfin bullpen.
Yeah, it's tough. The control really lapsing here for Philliesrock as the game wears on.
Not even close on the first pitch to Mattingly. And is that the day for Owens? It is. Jimmy Renette, right-hander, K-Man into the game. Wishbone taking a moment before acknowledging the substitution. Steps back in. First pitch. Is it into the gap? It is. No, Shavewell with an incredible stop. He throws it to third, and Wishbone alertly takes second. He's got something cooking here in the 8th.
Yeah, nice play from Philliesrock. I think it cuts off the run, but bases.
Yeah.
With 2 guys on with no outs, still a huge situation. It's back there left field. This could be a sac fly.
This is very deep to left field, and even with minimal speed at third, he is in there. The Astronauts reclaim the lead, and the trail runner to third. So now it's Grissom who's looking to put something deep in the outfield. Swinging first pitch. Wishbone smelling blood here. He's aggressive. Tries to go up the middle. It's past the glove of Villarreal, and Grissom delivers.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there from Wishbone right past the infield in. Now the inning is going to continue with less than 2 outs, and the top of the order's up.
But the 2-run lead for Lagrange has been reclaimed. Now he's getting aggressive on the base paths. He takes second with Grissom. Lots of speed to do it. And now back to the top of the order. 1-1 is a curveball hit hard. Fair ball down the line. That'll score Grissom easily. Level will cruise into second, and it's 8-5.
Starting to fall apart here for the Yellowfin bullpen again and again. We've seen it in this series. Phillies is going to have to respond now in the bottom of the 8th with some more runs, but he needs 2 outs first. Doesn't seem to want to end here.
Deflected by Jimmy Renette, and no play at first. So the inning will continue. Things starting to unravel for Yucca Valley in a game that they really can't afford to lose. Wishbone going to take second. Phillies alertly throwing to third, wary of a potential double steal. It doesn't happen anyway. And then going up the middle is Wishbone. That'll score another. Could it score 2? Patel to the plate. That throw not errant, so no challenge. But this lead just keeps on expanding, and the threat still persistent. And it's John Glenn who hit the grand slam. He's locked in. There goes the runner. Phillies just not paying attention to the run game at all. The 2-0, he's swinging into the glove of Frigate. Takes the easy out. Could have a double play. A base running mistake from Wishbone ends the inning. Wow.
Yeah, got him hung up there. Wishbone had a ton of speed on those runners, so it was probably the right idea to challenge, but the hesitation caused the Phillies to have enough time to realize what was going on, get that runner at home plate. So a big pair of outs, but not before 4 runs are given up. Now he's looking at a huge deficit.
The game now in the hands of Tereshkova after Gagarin, the relief ace, was ineffective. But a 4-run lead. And Phillies goes right back to work. Leadoff runner is aboard.
Yeah, and if he pinch hits for Burnett here, he's not going to have anybody else in the... He's got one more player in the pen.
Right.
So
I would still think that... I guess not. He wants to hit. And it is a bunt. And it's a beautiful bunt. If that player had any speed, he'd be safe. He's out by a step.
yeah, tense with the minimum speed on the pitcher. That's a rough time if you're Phillies Rock.
Does put a runner in scoring position and the top of the order to the plate, but Phillies needs to chain together some great ABs. Tereshkova is ahead. Her 7th pitch is a breaking ball, left side. Armstrong diving stop. He's got the cannon, and he makes the play.
A lot of tight middle infield defense from the Astronauts in this series. It's provided Wishbone with a lot of opportunities to keep the game closer, preserve his leads. And yeah, it's crucial. A lot of speed at second and shortstop can do that for you.
He gets a run back, though. It's 9-6 on the bloop hit out of that player there in front of Grissom. So a good job from Phillies to salvage the inning here, not leave it all up to the ninth. Still with a threat here. He takes that one. Phillies has not done much running in these playoffs. Doesn't like that call, but it was a good curve. Tries to go back there, does Wish. It's high. Next 2-2. Crush. Left center field. Could it be another run for Phillies? We'll see. He's running around those bases. Grissom, he gets it back in. It will not be in time, and it's back to a 2-run game.
Yeah, this is right where Phillies needs to be right now. He has a chance to build on it as well with 2 outs here, and then could do it in the 9th as long as he keeps it close. So 9-7, we got ourselves a ball game.
And falling behind is Tereshkova. There's only one reliever in the bullpen behind her. Could he just walk Strong here? He will. A 4-pitch walk to Mercy Strong. That puts the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 8th. It's Blunder Robinson. He hits it hard, right center field. If it's in the gap, we're tied. It's not. Grissom has it, but it's a 1-run game.
Phillies is chipping away. The offense has really started to come together as this game has worn on as well for him. Looking good now, 9-8.
Tereshkova not fooling anyone in the 8th inning here. Runners at the corners for Villarreal, who has 2 singles. Tried to get one the opposite way there, but Mattingly puts away the inning. Not before Phillies Rock scores 3 times. Dwayne, we've got a 1-run game here in the World Series.
Yeah, look at the score totals in the box, too. Just ever since the 6th inning, they've been putting runs all over the board. We'll see now if Jimmy Renette can get 3 outs and keep this right where it needs to be for a possible dramatic comeback for the Yellowfin in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's a big task here for Renette, facing 5, 6, and 7 in the Astronauts order. If anyone gets aboard, it would force that pitcher spot to the plate. With Whiffer active, with K-Man active, it'll be a fastball, a wild one, way inside, so the count runs full. That contact right up is going to be about as small as it can get on 83 Ego, but it's high. Will this one reach the seats? It will. Another wild 3-2 fastball is inside. What a perfect at-bat from Buzz Aldrin.
Another great walk from Wishbone. He's worked the pitch counts well, racking up 6 walks in this game.
Curveball is hit hard, right center field. Patel, he cannot make the play, dives, and it's past him. Wishbone gonna get another back here on the double, perhaps triple. He's going for it. No, he will retreat, but it's 10-8.
That's huge for Wishbone. Insurance runs here right now are exactly what you need. Hit that one well into the gap. Phillies has to tighten it up. Renette's rattled. Maybe he has to think about bringing in that closer just to get the outs.
Rattled indeed. And nobody retired in the 9th. Ken Mattingly now. Swings, yes. Swings through that one.
Yeah.
Sigh of relief for Phillies Rock. He fouls this one off. Could be in play. No, it will get back in the seats. So another 2-2 forthcoming. K-Man trade is active. Taking the fastball is Wish. Full count. Crushed left center. Deepest part. Will not hold it. And Lagrange is up by 4 once again.
That looked like was one of those fastballs just a hair below the zone, but I said it earlier about those low ball power hitters. If you can get around on it, you're going to go for it, and Wishbone crushed it. Nicely done to add to the lead.
Now with the cushion, I think he can feel better about removing Tereshkova if he wants to. Maybe doesn't like what he has on the bench. He has used his 3 primary pinch hitters. Quickly ahead on Tereshkova is Renette. Popped on the infield. Pitcher calls for it. He's got it. 1 down.
Yeah, finally got himself an out here in the 9th. Does Phillies rock. He needs 2 more if he wants really a chance to stay in this at all. He's just been adding on to his deficit here, leaving Renette in the game.
And should he remove Renette in this inning, if the pitcher spot would come up, he would not be able to take out that pitcher. He is going to get the second out here. So a small and good rebound by Renette after the homer. But it is 12-8 Astronauts, who stand 3 outs from a 3-0 stranglehold. And a chance to crown himself tonight. But we'll have a tough task putting away AAA's best hitter in the 9th. Jim Lovell has worked the count full. Phillies has had enough. He goes to Daisy Jeterson, perhaps a little too late. 4-seam forkball. The full count 4-seam. He got him. The submarine angle possibly fooling him with a bit of a rising motion on that 4-seamer. That ends the inning. But as you can see, the scoring from Wishbone on the scoreline completely reflects his performances from last night.
Yeah, he's really just been crushing the ball once again. I think Phillies rock going to Jeterson, maybe 5 batters too late there, as we saw more and more proficiency from Wishbone, just getting it into the gaps, hitting all the meatballs that he could, and adding on to that lead. So now it's up to Phillies with 4 runs down in the bottom of the 9th.
Phillies is looking to get it started here with a bang, but it's caught at the track by Shepard. 1 down. And the pitcher spot will be up next. He cannot remove that pitcher. Carno Dismal desperately trying to get aboard and start something. Rips the fork ball, and he is aboard. So now comes that at bat for the pitcher, Daisy Jeterson. Must hit for herself. Phillies bidding for a pitcher hit here, but it's hanging up, and Grissom makes that play. Thought for a second with the game he's had, he may not get there, but he does.
Yeah, that looked like a bit iffy for a minute there, but that's a huge second out. The lineup will turn over, and there's a nice hit from Phillies rock to keep things going.
He keeps the line moving here with his back to the wall. 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th. Salvador Patel just looking to pass the baton to the hitter behind him. Wishbone does have 1 reliever remaining. Perhaps liking the arsenal of Tereshkova better. Phillies deep blast, center, Grissom back. Makes the play, and the Lagrange Astronauts are a win away from a World Series title in the AAA.
Huge for Wishbone. He's come out here as the number 2 seed and made an epic statement so far in this series. Now he's got the best lead possible in baseball, the 3-0.
Yeah, these were the 2 best hitters in the AAA here in season 10, and they have played like it in this World Series. But Wishbone a cut above so far through 3 games. The Phillies, with his abilities, certainly not out of it yet, but is going to have to put on a show, starting with Game 4. And Game 4 will be played tonight. It will be played in just a few moments. We'll switch streams here, switch perspectives, and we'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for sticking with us, folks. It's game 4. It's a potential clincher for WishboneRulz, and it's a do or die game for the Elephant and Phillies Rock. And it's from Red Rock Ballpark here in the desert, the home of the astronauts. Ball should be flying out tonight.
It's always exciting when you get to cast a potential clincher. Didn't know if I'd be able to get in on one tonight, but here we are.
And it's Chris Hadfield who has been money in these playoffs. He gets the nod here in the biggest game so far in the career of WishboneRulz. Justin Shavewell ahead 2-1, and you'll notice we have switched over to WishboneRulz perspective. And a good start for Phillies Rock. That one's up the middle.
Yeah, it's a great start for him. Got a runner on base to start things off. Scored first in the last game. Fell apart with the bullpen once again. But if you could score first in this one, it could go a long way to staying in the series.
Popped foul on a good forkball. Chris Hadfield, similar build to Bluford, the starter in game number 2, who delivered a gem here in this ballpark. Wishbone trying to replicate that. He's going to get out number 1 as long as he camps under it, and he does. So now Crawford. Ball 1 inside. Try to fool him on that 2-seamer. He features both of those moving fastballs, but no 4-seamer. Very unconventional build. Forkball taken for strike 2. Softly hit, could be two. Glenn gets to second quickly, and Armstrong fires back, and they do get the double play, so that'll end the top of the first.
There's a double play. Again, it's found its way into each and every game and into some really crucial moments there in the first inning here in Game 4. Phillies Rock wipes the runners off the base paths.
Jim Lovell, the trusty leadoff hitter, batting at home now versus Connor Eelsoup. This is certainly the lowest velocity pitcher that Wishbone has had to face in this World Series through these 4 games. First pitch was hammered into the glove of Frigate. Shepard way ahead of that changeup, but he hits that fastball hard. Backtrack, wall, leaps off his glove. He may have saved a homer, but it will be a double.
Yeah, tough for Shavel not to catch it, but you're right. He might have just knocked down a home run. So it'll keep the runner at second base. Wishbone can do something with Neil Armstrong, who's had a quiet series.
Armstrong foul on the first pitch. Similar pitch is taken. So after that leaping jump at in left field, leaping grab attempt in left field, an RBI opportunity for Armstrong. Battling in the count. Eelsoup has not given up an earned run in his limited appearances here so far in this postseason. Armstrong gonna fly out here, and Wishbone takes third on the throw back to second. What was Phillies thinking?
Yeah, tough when you throw behind the runner. Never want to do that really in any scenario, especially when there's speed like that on the base paths. Wishbone very heads up to take third base.
Yeah, big credit to Wishbone for being alert enough to make that play. So he's got him 90 feet away. Any hit will score him. Going to try and bloop it into left center. It will be down, and the Astronauts strike first.
Nice piece of hit and just got the bat to it. 2-0 pitch, but either way, got it done, kept the inning rolling, and scored the run.
The soft exit velocity of that single, I would imagine the runner probably would have scored no matter what. But ensuring that he did with that heads-up base running was Wishbone before he grounds out here. But a good start for Lagrange here in a potential clincher.
Yeah, always want to jump out in a possible elimination game where you can clinch a series in the first inning. Nicely done to score a run. Now Phillies has to respond.
Brushed by Phillies Rock. Is this the response he was looking for? It's back to the wall, but Shepard, he ranges and makes the play.
We've seen a lot of warning track power from Yucca Valley in this series. Not really what we're used to from what we saw throughout the season.
Quickly behind 2-1 is Hadfield on Blunder Robinson. Swinging on that one, trying to go up the middle, but a good stop by Hadfield. That had single written all over it, I thought. So now it's Cole Villarreal, homerless in the postseason, but really not built for that. Hit very hard, but into the glove of Armstrong, who was playing him correctly. And a quiet inning for Yucca Valley.
Yeah, nice quiet inning indeed. If you're WishboneRulz, now you can try and add to that 1-0 lead you gained in the first inning. Uh-oh.
WishboneRulz. A solo shot to left, and it's 2-0.
That puppy was piped, and Wishbone did not miss it a bit. Great arc on it, nice swing. Harrison Schmidt having a series.
Wishbone sniffing blood in the water with this low-statted build of Connor Eelsoup, perhaps. Rips his first homer of Game 4. Trying to find the hole, but a nice stop by Villarreal results in out number 1. Chris Hadfield now batting in the 8th spot. He's batting .333 in the postseason. He is going to get lower here as he grounds out to the shortstop sharply. 2 down quickly. Following the homer, it's Gus Grissom. 1 RBI in the postseason so far. Only batting .216, but it seems like every time he has reached, he's at least taken second base.
He's had his part in the production, probably. If you look more towards the runs scored progressing, you'll see where he's contributed his case to this playoff run.
That's an excellent play by Villarreal. I thought perhaps he dove a hair too early, but he does make the play and gets the fastest runner in the lineup. So that ends the inning, but a solo shot doubles the lead.
Number 17.
The Phillies back to work. Looking to not let this score get any more out of hand. Still a perfectly reasonable game here, but it is early. And with the way Wishbone has tagged the Yucca Valley bullpen, I can only imagine what's going through Phillies Rock's head. Ruins a curveball right down the pipe. Phillies Rock does an excellent job earning himself a leadoff hit.
Yeah, he needs more of those. More and more leadoff hits if you're Phillies Rock. Start moving those runners around the bases. Maybe try and steal some. You just got to change things up to find a way to stay in this series. Being 3-0 down is really, really tough. It's only been done a few times in the world of sports at all that we've seen, but it can be done here in Super Mega Baseball.
Yeah, and
Just
certainly with the
somewhere.
talent that Phillies Rock possesses, it's certainly possible. Dismal looking to get on in front of the pitcher spot. Wishbone knows he should deliver a strike here. He didn't. Phillies did him a favor. Full count. Crushed by Phillies. Off the glove of Mattingly. So no play will be made. Potentially save that runner from making it to third. But now it's eel soup. Early in the game. Strike one. Pitcher bunts. It's back to Hadfield. He takes the easy out at first. Sacrifice is successful in the tying run in scoring position.
Yeah, there you go. More station-to-station baseball. Nice from Phillies Rock to get things started. That's what I'm talking about. You just got to play more fundamentals. Try and hit good pitches. If you can't, just try and move the runners along.
A soft liner to Aldrin will be the second out, so an unproductive out. The opposite of what Phillies Rock was looking for. That'll bring up Patel. Just looking for something to touch some grass in the outfield. 1-1 is low. He did not want that low change. 2-1 curve. Blasted left center. Grissom has to go very far back. Dives. He can't make the play, and we're tied. Salvador Patel delivers.
That's been the man in the playoffs for Phillies Rock. And he is saying, no, not tonight, not just yet. Here, at least early on in the top of the third, that was a nice double.
First pitch to Crawford after that dramatic double outside. Now 2-0. Hadfield getting touched up a little bit. Falling way behind. It's 3-1. And he walks him on 5 pitches. So following the double, it's a walk that brings up Strong, a dangerous cleanup hitter. Likes this curveball, and that was a beauty. Goes inside for ball 1. Phillies not even charging the power swing, perhaps taking all the way, if you ask me. Now 2-2. Hadfield looking to get out with the game tied, but the count runs full. Full count curveball high. Hit hard, Mattingly. He backhands it and salvages the ending of that inning, but not before Yucca Valley ties it up, makes it a brand new ball game. Granted, it's still early.
Yeah, still early so far. We see 4 runs scored on the board altogether, though. So these two putting up the fireworks. It's like they did in Game 2 last night in Red Rock. The runs really started coming up quick as opposed to the games at Apple Field. So we'll see what this one brings us.
It's Lovell now. Hitting the first pitch. Right field, short wall, gone into the second row out there in right center field. And just like that, the Astronauts stand on top again.
Yeah, crushed by Wishbone on a line too. So thought for a second maybe it wouldn't quite get out, but it snuck right into the first row. That's the favor of that short right field and that short right field wall here at Red Rock. And you gotta love it if you're the home team.
Bit of a heat check here as Wishbone swings on that curveball, and it's out number 1 as Frigate makes the easy play. We'll bring up Armstrong. It would be simply wild if Wishbone caps off this run with all the homers he's hit, and none of them come from the 3 spot. bidding for something here, but it's over to Strong softly. 2 down. Solo shot has been the story for Wishbone here in game 4. Looking for another there. That was very hard hit, but it's right at Frigate. It ends up being a lightning quick inning, but the Astronauts score once in the frame. They've done that in all 3 frames.
Yeah, now he's got the lead back just as quickly as he gave it up. One swing of the bat. That is the Astronaut way. So Phillies is going to have to continue to manufacture, and there he goes, getting another leadoff runner on. That's a great start.
A soft hit up the middle. He'll certainly take it. Goes down and gets that curve, which had been one of Wish's better pitches here with Hadfield. It's Villarreal now in the 6th hole. Looking to pass the baton back to another power hitter. Has he done it here, Shepard? He comes in, he makes the play. Runner retreats. It's Frigate time. Wishbone looking to be crafty here, navigating every hitter so dangerous. Looking for a backdoor pitch here. Almost found it in a spot he didn't mean to. Count is even.
Yeah, Phillies needs to jump on a few of those middle-in pitches more. He jumps on one there. Gets it into the outfield.
Yeah, earns himself a nice hit over the left side of the infield. 2 are on here. Tying running at second in scoring position. Carno Dismal to the plate, the catcher, hitting .462 in the postseason. I would think the plan for Wishbone is just to finish this 4th until he can get his pitcher spot up and remove Hadfield. Has found great success with his bullpen in the semifinals and in the World Series. 3-1 is a curve hit hard by Phillies off the glove of Aldrin into foul territory. Does Phillies challenge to the plate? No. Smart move to hold up. Buzz Aldrin did save a run though.
Yeah, now he's got the pitcher up, so perhaps could find a way out of it. WishboneRulz after Buzz knocks it down at least.
Up the middle, Mattingly. He knocks it down, but can't make the play. Everyone's going to be safe, and it's Eel Soup who delivers the tying run. That's one of those in-betweeners where it can be hard to determine the right course of action. He ended up knocking the ball down, perhaps saved 2. The game is tied. Hadfield really starting to come down as far as statistics go, or attributes rather. Another 2-2 count. He's going to try that curve again. Another full count. Wishbone cannot afford a walk here. Blasted by Phillies. Center field. Grissom dives. He makes the catch. Going back to tag, maybe a bit late was Phillies. There's not a lot of speed on that runner, so who knows? But he did get a late jump.
Yeah, that one was stung. Wishbone lucky it went right towards where Grissom could slide nicely to get a grab on it. But Hadfield is up there and pitches 75 now. Got to think about getting him out of here soon if he doesn't get this out.
Hadfield just looking for one more here to slam the door on the 4th. Phillies foul. A good changeup here. Gets weak contact. Mattingly will end the inning. Yellowfin do tie it up on a bit of a round of small ball there. They're actually out hitting Lagrange 8-4, but it's been the long ball for the Astronauts.
Yeah, interesting contrast of styles right now. Philly's getting it done any way that he can. He's got to stay in this series. Wishbone's staying true to form. So far, so good. That's got him 3 wins in this World Series with the long ball. It's been quite the show.
A leadoff single here for the Astronauts. That'll bring up Harrison Schmidt. 375 hitter in the postseason. Attacked that changeup, but a little too early. Goes after a similar pitch. Same result. Eel Soup remaining in the game. Had the RBI single. Trying to reward his manager for the vote of confidence. Could this be 2? No, he gets back. Now it's Mattingly. 1 down. Phillies looking for a ground ball. Good speed on it first. Mattingly crushes it. Left center field. Phillies rock. He can't make the catch. Running around a third is Wishbone. He sends him home. He will be safe at the plate. And the Astronauts reclaim the lead. Another run scored He's doing 1 per inning so far.
Yes, and if you keep that up, you should have 8 or 9 by the time things end. So nicely done by Wishbone to keep adding. Every time Phillies Rock seems to manage to jump back into it and tie it, the lead goes right back to the Astronauts.
Ellison Onizuka, the left-handed pinch hitter, grounds it right side. Villarreal, he's been good, makes the play. Eel Soup, 41 pitches thus far, has surrendered 4 runs in an elimination game. Hit hard right side, diving, stop frigate, saves a run, and Eel Soup does his best effort there to not be a astronaut pitcher and drop the ball like we saw in game 3. He makes that play. We're into the top of the 5th. It's a 1-run game once again.
Yeah, always iffy when those balls get flipped over to the pitcher running first, as we saw in game 3. Now we've got Yuri Gagarin coming out of the pen for the LaGrange Astronauts. Big relief ace, looking to get some innings and try and shut the door, finish the series.
Yeah, maybe a little early than we're used to seeing Gagarin, but with some of the big hitters in this lineup due up here in the 5th, why not? He's going to try and get him on a changeup low here, 2-2. Grounded left side. Armstrong dives. Does he have the time? No. A leadoff single. These guys, no one giving an inch here in game 4.
Now Phillies with another leadoff hitter on. I think he's had the leadoff hitter on in 4 or 5, or maybe even 5 of 5 innings here so far.
That one ripped, but right to Mattingly. Unfortunately for Phillies Rock, it didn't bounce. So no double play is possible. 1 down. Blunder Robinson. Hammers that changeup. It's on a line to Grissom on a hop. 2 singles in the inning. Gagarin getting knocked around just a little bit here. We definitely saw it in game 3. Here's Villarreal.
Phillies has definitely been hitting here better tonight overall than last night. Wishbone just able to stave him off in game 3 and come back with a huge lead late once again. And now in this one, definitely a bit more back and forth. Great pitch to get him looking.
He was giving him a diet of fastballs, but then finished him up with a screwball that fooled Phillies Rock, got him looking. There's 2 down. The Astronauts have blown a couple leads in this game. Will they do it again? They will. It's past the glove of Mattingly. Lovell has no chance, and the game is tied once again.
Yeah, right under the glove. Mattingly playing closer to second base, too, I think, holding the runner on. Yeah. So tough break for Wishbone. Being unable to get there, maybe one you have to dive for because there's not a lot of speed on that runner. And now he's just got to face Dismal and try and end the inning, get the lead back. Next go
Dismal
around.
Rips it. Hit hard out to Grissom. Throws coming to the plate. And he's safe. The Yellowfin have their first lead of game number 4. Gagarin has been very ineffective tonight. Phillies Rock has done an excellent job of just burning the pitch count. Forcing Wishbone to probably have to engage the other pitchers in his pen earlier than he would have liked to. But the task currently is just to end the 5th. Down 1. He's got a full count on Eel Soup, the pitcher. Runs the 4-seamer up, and it's fouled off. Another full count pitch. A changeup. Got him swinging. So that will end the inning. But the Yellowfin strike for 2. Both offenses have been hot in this game.
Yeah, this is much more like what we expected out of Phillies Rock earlier in this series. So if he plans to stay in, and he just needs to keep up the good work, keep adding to this total.
So now Eel Soup delivering to the top of the order of the Astronauts. It's a 1-2 count now. 46 pitches thus far. The 47th is in the dirt. Runs the count full. So Lovell going to be selective here, but it's a good curveball that's looped in at the right moment. And it catches him looking. 1 down. Soft away evens the count 1-1. Eel Soup, while still in the game, but has surrendered a run in each inning thus far. Looking to break that streak here in the 5th. But a good count in favor of Alan Shepard. Pitch from Eel Soup outside, a 1-out walk.
There's more of those walks getting drawn for Wishbone. He drew 6 in the last game. Let's see if he can draw some more in this one. Put that speed on the base paths without having to work the bat.
Oh, almost a diving stop by Frigate over there in foul territory, but it is strike 1. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Crushes that one. That change up low. It's into the gap. Has he scored again? Running wild. It's misplayed by Patel. I don't think it would have mattered, but it will give him a triple here. Wishbone ties the game back up.
Yeah, now that definitely gives Wishbone, I think, a third base there. Maybe Patel, if he plays that cleanly, can keep him at second. The grounder here is going to produce the lead here now again for the Astronauts.
That sacrifice grounder, plenty effective. It's 6-5 back in favor of the Astronauts, their first multi-run inning of the game. Wishbone swinging a hot stick, goes after that one. That's going to end the inning. So we're into the top of the 6th.
Back and forth these two tonight. Wishbone doing a great job of responding each and every inning.
Strike 1 to Shavewell, the top of the order. Gagarin looking for a redemption inning. .28 pitches. Gets him swinging on that curve. Unfortunately for Wishbone, it went foul. Trying to go up the middle as Phillies hits a diving stop by Mattingly. Does he have the speed? He does. Another leadoff single for Philliesrock.
It's insane how he's been able to put these together in this game. It's really been keeping him alive here.
Ripped up the middle. Back-to-back hits to open the 6th. And you have to wonder how much longer Gagarin has.
Yeah, he has not had a great night out of the pen in either game here for Wishbone. Much the contrast to last night.
Gagarin floundering out there now. Crushed by Philliesrock. Did he get under it? I think he did. It's deep left center field. He retreats the runners. He prepares to tag. Grissom going to throw it into third, and they got a late jump. No one will move up.
Tough to tag up on those big outfield arms that Wishbone's got out there. That one was just not in a great spot. Not a lot of speed either. Or decent speed, but not quite enough there for Phillies to get it done.
But just looking for a miracle ground ball to end the night for Gagarin is Wishbone. Philliesrock looking to seize this massive opportunity. Mercy Strong stares down a 2-2, grounds it through the left side. No, stopped by Armstrong. A firm throw. Does he have her? He does, and that's a huge second out.
Oh my! I thought we were going to be for sure seeing the Elephant tie this one up once again, but stealing away a run and a hit is Neil Armstrong there.
He's going to go to Titov here. Titov will bat in the bottom of the 6th. I think Wishbone just sensing the need to find this big third out. Just missing on that one. Hits it. Armstrong. No problem for him. He does survive the top of the 6th. That's the first 0 in a while for the Astronauts pitching staff. That was a gem there to get out of that unscathed.
Yes, indeed. That was very, very nicely done. Well pitched inning there from Wishbone to get out of that jam. You got to use soft contact to get it done, and that was nice with the two-seamer.
This one's crushed, but maybe a bit mistimed on the curveball, so it's going to die at that warning track. 1 down as Patel makes the play. Ken Mattingly now. Oh my, timed that one a bit too early. Had one to hammer. Eel Soup still in the game. Has not had an effective inning this whole match here in game number 4. Delivers to Mattingly, ripped foul. Working in the bottom of the 6th. Perhaps Phillies just afraid to use the bullpen that has been knocked around in this series. Mattingly, great piece of hitting. Never get Titov with one out.
Yeah, it's decent speed on the base paths for Wishbone. Not one of his max speed players, but one of the faster players in his lineup. We'll see how he utilizes Titov now. Probably will swing away since there's already one out on the board.
He does swing away, and he hits it very hard, but to the hot corner where Strong Adam played perfectly. That'll retire Titov and bring up Grissom. Top of the order looming on deck. Softly hit right field. No problem for Robinson. For the first time this game, Philliesrock holds Wishbone to 0 runs in an inning. And that's a big start for him.
Yeah, both these teams go quiet in the past inning here. We'll see now in the 7th if they're able to wake the bats back up, or if we'll see more of the pitching starting to tighten up as the bullpens come into play.
2 quick strikes on 2 looping curveballs from Titov. Villarreal swinging on the changeup low out of the zone, and there's 1 down. Orville Frigate, who's been perfect in this game, 3 singles. Rips that one. Has a 4th single. Shepard gives it a courtesy dive. It's off his glove. Will not result in an advancement. A 1-out knock. The tying run aboard.
Yeah, Phillies has hit a ton of singles in this one, just getting the runners on base. It's definitely kept him in it. We'll see now if he can maybe find some extra bases. That one stung as well. Grissom able to catch it, though, in center field. Almost got past him.
Oh, yeah, almost. Completely misplayed it. He didn't, though. And that's the day for Eel Soup. In a big spot here, Philliesrock looking for something from his bench. Selena Gonzalez takes ball 1. Titov in relief of Gagarin, who was not effective, to say the least. Popped up, foul territory on the third base line. Aldrin, he makes the play, and these players trade a couple 1-2-3, or not 1-2-3 innings, but shutout innings.
Here comes Renette, who had a very, very tough time at the end of Game 3. Really let things slip, where it was a 9-8 ball game, made it 12-8. So if maybe he can come in here and redeem himself a little bit for the Elephant.
Top of the order for WishboneRulz. He leads this World Series 3-0. Looking for an upset sweep. He is the 2 seed. Philliesrock the 1 seed. Granted, only separated by 1 loss. Trying to pop this one fair on the left field line. He will not. Umpire gets himself out of the way. Swing and a miss. 102 miles an hour. That's something we haven't seen a ton of tonight, is strikeouts.
Yeah, we haven't. We've seen a lot more soft contact. Both these players able to get to the ball at 83. You got pretty well. So even if it's out of the zone or you know, not quite where they want it, they're able to put the bat to it. That one smacked by Wishbone. Should surely be extra bases.
And Lovell, or I'm sorry, not Lovell, but Armstrong has great speed, so he could challenge for 3. He thinks better of it. He'll take the double. Wishbone cooking here. Trying to go up the middle, and he's successful in doing so. It's slowly out to Patel. Wishbone to the plate. He's running. He is safe, and the lead expands to 2.
That's big insurance in the bottom of the 7th inning here for Wishbone. He's got to feel like he's getting closer and closer now to clinching that title tonight. That one is crushed as well.
That's going to help him tremendously. The lead expands. It's 8-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Like you said, Dwayne, it's getting close here in crunch time. Philliesrock, certainly, if there's anyone who has the offensive capabilities to make this run here nullified, it would be him. But Wishbone making hard contact left and right. That one, a nice play by Crawford. Get the 2nd out.
Yeah, both
Harrison
players.
Schmedes, yeah.
They're saying both players have spent 3 seasons now in AAA, meeting up in this World Series. Phillies back-to-back most improved player and the #1 seed this season. And you can see Wishbone's improved himself alongside him as time has gone by.
A nice stop by Villarreal, who I've mentioned has been money in this series. 11 hits for the Astronauts, 8 runs. 15 hits for the Yellowfin, 5 runs. The long ball has been king. especially in this fourth game. Titov back to the mound. Ripped right field. Philliesrock saying, I'm not done.
Now batting the center fielder, number 27.
Curveball's going to be a bit high here. Patel in a big spot. There goes the runner. Finally, we see Philliesrock take advantage of the non-varied tempo. He's still second.
Yeah, maybe too little too late. We'll see if he can start to string things together. It's repeatedly, I keep saying it, the leadoff hitter had reached base that time. Oh, and he dodges the tag.
He dodges the tag. John Glenn unable to make the play. And the first to have reached, Philliesrock has him at the corners. Armstrong, he makes that play. Everyone retreats. That had the gap written all over it.
Yeah, perhaps 2 runs.
Tying run still at the plate, though. Philliesrock has not hit a home run tonight. Titov in a big spot here. He's looking for a big ground ball from Strong, but she crushes it. Did I speak too soon? Is the game tied? It is! 8-8.
Wowza. Philliesrock says no, he's staying in this. We're talking about preparing for the sweep, but there's still game left to be played. Mercy Strong crushed that ball.
The right fielder, number 44.
Brand new ball game in this do or die game for Philliesrock, and he's not done. Ripped up the middle. Here he comes.
Now batting the second baseman, number 26.
And I misspoke. I have been corrected. Philliesrock did hit 1 home run in game number 3. Still a somewhat quiet night, considering his achievements in the regular season. Wishbone has done a great job pitching him, but maybe not here at the tail end of this one with his bullpen. This is a 16-run ball game. And the count runs full to Cole Villarreal, who's tense. This may bring him back to neutral. It's another hit.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17.
And any mentally taxing reverse sweep starts with a single win. And Philliesrock doing his absolute best to stay in this one and maybe get on that road. This one softly hit Mattingly. May not have the chance to get 2. He doesn't. That moves 2 runners into scoring position.
Yeah, hit maybe a hair harder. That runner could have been too close for Phillies to pull back, and Wishbone could have pulled off a tag, but he's got the runners in scoring position. Could continue the inning with a hit. A couple of great pitches there from Wishbone.
And yeah, it's Leonov who gets the swinging K. Shades of Chris Sale on that last slider. Shatters his bat, but a very successful inning for Philliesrock. The 3-run homer ties the game. Jimmy Renette now, the game in his hands. And the hands of the bullpen, the Yellowfin bullpen in general.
Yeah, the shaky Yellowfin bullpen so far. Wishbone looking to untie it right there. Crushed one foul.
Bottom of the 8th, drama here in the desert. Wishbone has hammered this Yellowfin bullpen. Renette not excluded from that. That one hit very hard, but not enough lift on it. It will be caught by Patel. Alexei Leonov, who came in, got that big K. He's going to hit for himself.
Yeah, tough to bring him in and take him out now. This could end up being a longer game. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, only Tereshkova remains in the bullpen for the Lagrange Astronauts. Philliesrock has more options. He gave Connor Eelsoup, while ineffective, he gave him a longer leash. 4th pitch of the at-bat is going to be a ground out to Strong, 2 down. So now Gus Grissom looking to keep the inning alive. Jimmy Renette, the K-Man, has an unthinkable almost 11 ERA in the postseason. Gus Grissom is going to knock him out. He is down. Grissom will reach. That'll bring up Lovell. And how bad is the injury? Oh, it's bad. He is completely knocked out. He's going to get the at-bat here. Lovell, foul. Philliesrock playing with fire here. Yes, extremely dangerous. Pickoff attempt. He stays. Smart pickoff attempt. Grissom has been running in this series. Looks like Phillies will not gamble anymore. Rowan Botham to the mound. His first pitch is a beauty. So now a big 0-2 with 2 down. It's a pickoff attempt. Grissom stays. Swinging on that changeup is Wishbone. He was completely fooled by the pitch from Botham. And it's a 0 put up by the Yellowfin bullpen. We're in the 9th, and it's tied.
These two are putting on a show here to finish it off tonight. Wishbone wants that sweep desperately, but Phillies is saying no, no, no. He's not going to let it happen.
Philliesrock looking to take the lead in the 9th. That's a good start. A rip up the middle, and he is aboard. Top of the order. I missed it. Was that the pitcher? I believe it. I believe that was Rowan Botham. So not the outcome that Wishbone wanted, but he may have a play at second, and he does. No chance to get Chevrolet, the speedy runner. But another effective slider. Erases Botham from the base paths. You can tell he doesn't want to go to that fastball just yet. That one, Armstrong, he makes a leaping catch. He has a chance. He's got him. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th, tied.
Wishbone with a big chance here to clinch the World Series on a potential walk-off. Philliesrock going to have to extend this if he wants to stay in it.
2 hits apiece for all these hitters due up. Shepard swinging first pitch. He knocks out Botham. Another kill shot. And we'll see how Phillies responds. I'm not sure who he's got left. 2 headshots in 2 innings off the bats of the Astronauts. That brings up Armstrong. There goes the runner. The run that would win the World Series is his scoring position. Maury Owens delivers that one. That was served up on a changeup. They're at the corners. He can't advance. He's going to have to walk him.
He has to here. He has to walk John Glenn. If he pitches to him, could be over that quickly.
He will walk him. Strap in, folks. WishboneRulz. He may never get a chance this good to win the AAA World Series. The winning run 90 feet away, nobody out. Philliesrock looking for the Houdini act of the century. Infield in, outfield shallow, strike 1. Hit hard left field. Shavewell has it. Runner's coming. He's got speed. The throw. He's out! And there's 2 down.
Whoa, he had to make the throw. It's a huge, risky send from Wishbone. You could taste the World Series there, but he couldn't pull it off.
Crowded Crawford, and we're going to extra innings. I don't believe it, Dwayne.
Oh, I thought it was all but over there for Philliesrock. And just that quickly, 3 outs are recorded, and we're heading to extras. I don't know if I can handle this. Wow.
Oh, I don't know if I can either. I can't imagine being one of the players. Leonov back to the mound. A heartbreaking inning there for Wishbone. Had the World Series at his fingertips. Did the right thing, getting that ball into the outfield, just not deep enough. Philliesrock probably delivering a throw at power 90 or above, I would think. A good slider there is going to get the first out of the 10th.
He's got to be clutch now with his pitcher. Clean location, good sequencing. Give himself another chance, just collect it and try and score again the next inning. Philliesrock is going to be doing his best here now. Didn't get the leadoff runner on this inning, but he's got the second one.
Yeah, so a good 1-out knock from Philliesrock. I believe that's Mercy Strong. It was. Another slider. That one a bit misplaced compared to some of the others. Tereshkova still in the pen. We've definitely seen her more than we've seen Leonov. This one, right center field gap. Grissom, he dives. He can't make the play. The Yellowfin are going to take the lead in the 10th on the double.
Huge. That's a poorly timed or a poorly placed dive, I think, there from Wishbone. He might have been able to catch that. Just didn't take quite the right angle. Now Philliesrock has that lead just that quickly.
Almost was able to punish a poorly misplaced two-seam. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. What is Phillies doing? It's a 1-run game into the 10th.
Oh, we'll see if that comes back to bite somebody. I don't know. I don't know.
Remember that if Wishbone scratches across the tying run or more. Swinging first pitch curveball. He's aboard.
Tying runs on the base paths now, just that quickly on the first pitch of the inning.
Laying off. His day is done. It'll be Pete Conrad with a chance to win it all. First pitch is in there. Omari Owens. There's one more reliever behind him. Jeterson, I believe is her name. Quickly 0-2 on Conrad. Will we see Wishbone risk the steal? I don't think so.
What a pitch.
Great fastball, low and away. There's one down. That brings up Grissom.
That was a huge pitch Phillies had to make there. He hasn't been known for hitting all of his locations in this series, but that was a very, very clutch strikeout. Recorded big out in the 10th.
Grissom swinging first pitch. It was one to handle, but he couldn't handle it. Out to Shavewell, and there's two down, but that brings up Lovell. This is where the power bats come into play. Phillies Rock looking for a stay of execution. Hit by Lovell in the hole. He has good speed. Crawford has to make the throw. The game continues. Oh, and it's Alan Shepard. Look at these attributes.
This could be the man of the hour. It all comes down to this really for Wishbone, I think. Oh.
Swinging on the changeup, right field, Wishbone, champion! The AAA World Series is over on a line shot!
A 3-run homer to win it. Wow. Congratulations, Wishbone. I can't believe my eyes.
Wayne, I know it was a sweep. I know none of the games were truly blowouts, but the game we just saw, I congratulate each and every one of you who was here, because that was an instant classic in XBL history. XBL or AAA, it simply doesn't matter. One of the greatest games we have ever called on this channel, and WishboneRulz is the victor. He sweeps the World Series, and he's the champion. I cannot believe what we just saw.
Me either, Weaver. The number 2 seed coming out and just so emphatically making the statement. Congratulations again to Wishbone. I mean, it was Dinger City all the way through, and he ends it on a walk-off. How fitting is that?
And for Phillies Rock, a career that he really should be proud of. Season 8. Well, actually, like you reminded me before the cast, he's been around a lot longer than just the AAA era. He took his lumps in the XBL when there was no other league available. Some previous seasons in his career that were not great. He stuck around. He played in the AAA in Season 8 when it was created. Most improved player. Season 9, most improved player. He became the league's best hitter here in Season 10. He made it all the way to the World Series as the favorite. He ran into a bit of a buzzsaw, a red-hot Wishbone, but man, an outstanding effort from Phillies Rock, not only tonight, but in his career. He deserves a lot of props, and I just wanted to say that before we talk a little bit more about the series, but wow. What a game.
Yeah, I mean, props as well from me to Phillies Rock. Like I did say to you before the series, he's come from a place where, winning 5 games and playing in the only 1-tier XBL on the Xbox before we were cross-platform. He's taken his lumps down there, come all the way up with an armful of silverware into the AAA World Series. So the only thing he can walk away from is without that World Series. But everything else, I think he can be super duper proud of with his career so far in the AAA. If he's coming back up to the XBL, we'll be happy to have him. So great series to him. Great fight tonight, because that truly was an all-timer in Game 4. And yeah, what we saw from Wishbone getting started in Game 1, getting back to the series, getting started in Game 1, late in it, starting to hit the ball well, hit all those home runs, and just keeping it rolling throughout the entire series. It was just very impressive to watch. There was a ton of fight, and his pitching strategy was great. So just all the props to him to put up a big, big sweep.
An emphatic sweep and an incredible clincher game, an incredible moment there. A walk, it's what you dream of, right? When you join a league like this, a walk-off homer to give yourself the crown. That's what Wishbone did tonight. I hope he celebrates tonight. What a fantastic moment there. What a fantastic game. And I'm so glad to have shared it with all of you. With that said, that's it for the AAA here in season 10. Another successful campaign. It's Wishbone on top, and that leaves the rest of the action here this weekend to the XBL. The XBL World Series will begin tomorrow night between Floribel and the number 2 seed and Luke Archer, the number 4 seed. Dwayne, are you excited for that one? I mean, if what we just saw was amazing. I have a feeling we could see something even better with the XBL.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be super exciting tomorrow night as we kick things off with the XBL between Floribel and Luke. The number 2 and the number 4 seeds, respectively, instead of the number 1 and the number 2 that we were so traditionally seeing, we had back-to-back repeat matchups in Season 8 and Season 9 with Lazy and Astronaut. So fresh blood in the World Series this season. We're going to have a new champion in the XBL. It's all going to kick off tomorrow night. So I hope everybody who is here tonight joined us for that one. We have everybody and then some, because it's going to be huge. Some really, really big games. 93 ego, the world's best going at it.
So stay tuned for that broadcast tomorrow night. If you're around on your Friday to kick off the XBL World Series, they'll play another couple of games on Saturday. The ending of the series, assuming there's no sweep, is TBD, but we're hoping for it sometime in the latter half of Sunday. So keep yourself posted on that if you want to do so. The place to be is our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, that's where our community is housed. All you got to do is scroll down on your Twitch page and click the join Discord button that we have down there. There's a link down there. We'd be happy to have you, whether you want to play or observe or anywhere in between. And everyone is welcome. We've got, I think, somewhere around 350 people in there so far. It's been growing for a long time. And again, we would be happy to have you. I've been Weaver for Prez on the call. Dwayne, any parting words?
Thank you again, Weaver, for being here with me in the booth. It was great to share this one with you all. Congratulations again one more time to WishboneRulz for coming away with that Season 10 AAA World Series Championship. And yeah, the excitement just begins tomorrow night for the XBL World Series, and it's been a great run with you all here for Season 10. We're going to keep things going and continue to have fun. It's really a pleasure to put this on for you all, and I really can't express that enough. So thanks for joining us again tonight, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.